I'd like to say that I'm an old man and I'm not, and I'm technically challenged, but I do have Facebook and I probably look at it 3 or 4 times a week. I post most of the events that I go to on Facebook. I have a Twitter account, and personally I use that a limited amount of use. I do put out certain messages, but I find it hard to follow Twitter because there's, you know, you can look at 50 Twitters, and you know, that's the last 10 minutes, so I can't keep up with it. We've used a lot of different approaches. I've been in 3 elections now, and it's become more high-tech each time. And last time, we used social media quite a bit to get the message out. Well, I think it's the only way to get them to come out and vote, because they, you know, like they don't have a landline phone anymore, so it's hard for political parties to reach them. They don't take newspapers at the door like more senior people would, and they get messages. They're on Facebook and Twitter and the other accounts, some of the Apple people, Face Talk, or you know, all of these different ones. They're using this to communicate on a regular basis versus what I might say the traditional methods of communication with voters was. The information that goes out is not always correct or factual. It's one side telling their story, and even the major newspapers are all responsible for this lack of fair and accurate reporting today. And that's the hard part. So you start twittering one side, one message, not telling the whole story, just that small 1 or 2 word segment of an image that you want out there that does not reflect on the whole picture. And I find that part will sway the young that read it on a regular basis, and I'll help them form their mind up on who they want to vote for. But it is not accurate. Constituents ask me, you know, they ask something about what's going on, and I tell them, I say, why don't you tell the newspapers that? I said, we tell the newspapers. If I'm telling you something, the newspapers have all this information. They're the ones that choose what goes out there. And that's why, well, I guess from Obama and some of the things that they've learned there, some of the information that they put out is only to sell their candidate. It's not to sell the story. It's not to tell the truth. There's no more reason to do an in-depth interview or to get more information out there if we can sway the public with these little tidbits and these slogans and jingles, then we can get them to vote for us, because our job is only to get them to vote for us, not for information.